back to the show, guys. This is 1200 CHD Harley Sporty. I'm gonna go through a step-by-step using size and technique to take off the front end, to release the front fork stem, to get to the inner stem screw, which is a Allen 6mm long stem, Allen 6mm hub if preferred, to torque to specs, reverse specs, tighten, retighten. So there's a name for that, I don't know right now. So what I'm going to do is just release axle bolt, 65 pounds. I'm going to release that, and first I'm going to release the front brake, get the tension off of there, and move ahead step by step so I can show you guys step by step and you can see before you do it to your bike. So let's move along. And take a screwdriver and insert it inside the axle. I'm going to take a 10mm socket, 12 point, and release the front brake, as I've been doing so. That's why you didn't hear no snap. Release that going on. I have for the axle 15/16 snap-on tool hub with a 1/2 inch. So to release the front brake first, and then to get to the spoiler until you can release it with your hand. I got some Loctite on it from just last week. I thought I had no leak, but I do. I got a brush with me, bronze preferred. Give it a quick brush down. Take all the residue out for your next Loctite application. This is a step-by-step video. It's going to take a while. Hope you guys are patient and enjoy the video along with me. So the brake is released. I'm going to need new brakes in about 2,000-3,000 miles. Now here's the part where I wasn't prepared for. I don't want to use this tool. It's a 1/2 inch, even though I have 1 second. I don't want to use my torque wrench as a breaker wrench. That's why they make breaker wrenches. But I need the adapter from inside, which I can't find where it is. And that, my friends, I'm sorry, is going to make me look bad. 1/2 inch breaker, not here. I'm trying to remember where I placed it last. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I'm going to take 1/2 inch. Use a screwdriver and release breaker wrench would be used on very high torque specs, on 65 feet. Not so important. I always recommend to have the right tools for everything. I just don't feel good hearing that click using my torque wrench as a breaker. I go off the hub. Be very cautious with material items like screws, bolts, nuts. Always apply that brush and remember the order it came out of. If you can't remember the order, always place it on the floor or somewhere on a tray in that order. This is the second time I'm doing this week. So I'm going to go ahead and be wise. So now to release the pinch axle bolt, which is an Allen 8. And for a stopper in the back, what we're going to use is socket 14. Now, don't quote me on that until I guarantee it. Socket 14, I guarantee it. Allen 8. That torque spec, my friends, I want to say 35. It's the pinch bolt for the axle. Don't quote me that it's 35, but the whole stem is 35. Except for the fender, just the pinch bolt. And that's an axle pinch bolt. I wish I had the correct stem, the correct pounds for that pinch bolt on the axle. So don't quote me on it. Don't lose anything. I'm going to take the bolt, take the washers out. There's 2 washers there. I'm going to clean it really good all around. Yeah, the Loctite is still fresh, didn't seal up. I thought it didn't have a leak. I obviously do. So I'm taking the front off again to do a proper video as well, might add, with torque specs. Now once again, do not quote me on the 35 stem, but you could always check your service manual for your specific model. This is a 2011 1200C, so it has a fat tire in front of it, so it has different triple neck, so it might be a different spec. But with 35, I'd be happy with it. I'm going to clarify that on the video when we return everything back to its place. Now I'm just taking off the stem to retighten the bolt. It's stripped, so I might have to buy new ones. I don't know if I could afford new ones right now with everything that's going on around us. So that's another story. I don't like to date my videos, but this is the COVID season. It's been around for 2-3 months now. I hope everybody's safe, staying at home, doing the right thing. Listen to your political leader. That's why he's president. And your government, that's why he's governor. And I want to say a big thank you to our heroes saving lives and helping lives. And a big hang in there for anybody that lost someone. I lost somebody yesterday, not very close to me, but We were brought up as children together in the same neighborhood, lost ties, forgot that we even were childhood friends, but did meet up again as acquaintance in the future. Rest in peace, Nick. This video is for you and everybody else who has lost someone. I just did something stupid, so I'm gonna fix that. Because I'm not focused right now. Just a little stumped. So let me get something for you to help you understand what's the right, proper procedure to do this. I got here this piece of wood. $10 by $25, and this cut out. You can see that. Place it in front of the tire and build a ramp so you can rest the front tire on it. Take off the slack and anything forcing the front tire and axle. For damage, place your foot back, release the pressure, the axle will slide right out, guys. You have time to think, look, the grease is not even, those were spare. The spacers just fell. One to the left, one to the right. Just remember, the cleanest one goes away from the brake. Now, if you have front disc brakes on both of them, the skinny one would go as the bike is facing you, as you're opposite to the bike, to your left. And the thick one would go to the disc brake, the dirty one, from all that brake grease. So I'm gonna place this here. Of course, I'm gonna grease it up again, doesn't matter how many times. Can't get enough grease on them. I use lightning grease, white lightning grease. So the front tire is ready to get out. The fender is what's stopping it. Now to hit the fender, I'm gonna have to tell you what Allen screw I'm using. You might be using something else. So I'm gonna start work with number 6. Put 8 back. Number 6. And that's it. Now remember to place that ramp to hold it down. So Allen 6, and the inner, I'm gonna go with 14 again. 14. Now that's torque to 28 inch. No, 28. Yeah. 28 inch pounds. Don't torque it to 28 foot-pounds. Oh. Yeah, it's foot-pounds, guys, so it's 28 foot-pounds. That's why it's tough to get it out. So it's 28 foot-pounds, both sides. Using a stopper key, the back nut, and Allen key, front bolt. Release it till it's hand tight and loose. with your finger you can hold the back nut. Careful, don't lose anything. Remember, brush everything down. I have the brush really conveniently next to me. Brushing everything down. This didn't get a chance to sit well, but you still gotta brush it out. You don't know what's been crude and what has not been crude throughout the week of the process. If you look close enough, you can see the dust fall out. That's the crude Loctite. I use blue Loctite. I only use red Loctite on specific interior engine parts. Please look at your manual for that. It's very important to have a manual. A lot of us don't, including myself. When I bought the bike, I asked for the manual. The owner said he had misplaced it. I downloaded a PDF manual. I look at it, take pictures, and then use it. Right now, making the video, I'm using my iPad to film this video. So I can't look at the PDF. So I try to remember the PDF. Share with you the specs so you won't have to go crazy looking for what page it's on. Especially if your system is slow like mine. Remember, the first thing you do is take that brush. When you take the bolt out, brush it off. Put the nut back onto the bolt and aside. Now you can tell by the sizes on the front stem. It's very hard to make an error and put the wrong bolt, but that's not always the case. So do take caution, be careful not to lose anything. I hope you guys getting ready for the season no matter what's going on around us. Always keep your bikes in shape. Always have a passion and love for motorcycles. That's why I practiced online motorcycle repair. Because of my passion for motorcycles. I was going to make other videos, like I said, my channel, craftsmanship and whatnot. If you check my Patreon page out, I didn't have enough tile, so I couldn't make that video. So I said, let me get to that stem bolt before I lose any more. Fork oil, E-fork oil from Harley Davidson directly. I heard you can use ATF. I don't recommend it, but they say it doesn't bubble up. So it's your bike, guys. You do what you want. Like I say on my videos, I always try to use OME parts, whether it's oils, cleaning supply, whatever the case may be. To each his own. This time around, on my full 10,000 kilometer service, I did not use nothing OEM. I used a fan filter, I used drag specialist air filter, I used Quaker State, I believe, Castrol oil. 2050, remember the viscosity, always stay with the viscosity of the velocities. Don't go too far apart from each other, they won't work. Either go too far apart from one or the other, but never both. Dave Moss's videos, I hope you guys follow him. Very smart, intelligent man on suspensions. I know those twin cams could be a bitch with those suspensions. So the tire is ready to go and we're going to start working on stem. Alright, there's the tire out. will change the tires soon when things go back to normal, work is found. And if anybody has any ideas, share with me your videos on how to make a bearing remover for that front tire or back tire, because both need to be changed. And I don't think in this early in time what I need to repair the bearings, but better safe than sorry for a $5 bearing. At least they were 20 years ago. I don't know how much they cost now. So it's time to take off the front fork stem, and that's a hex star key 45, and they're torqued up to 35 inch-pounds. So again, I'm going to use a ratchet set. Put everything back into place. I'm using the torque key today. I hope I could use it today, but you can't always get what you want. Yeah, those breaker keys, this is what they're for. This is, oh shit, don't want to break your ratchet keys. Hold it, squeeze your legs tight in between. You never know how loose forks might be, and that could just be catastrophic to hear the front fork drop to the floor right in front of you guys with your hands occupied, not being able to do nothing about it. Like, you see this? This is what I mean. It's barely just squeezing out, but it did slide out. If my feet weren't keeping that in place, I'm going to release the bolts totally and clean them out. So there's no dry Loctite on it for the next service use. This is the bolt that I'm talking about. In there, it's an Allen 6 millimeter, and it's stripped. And I didn't tighten, so I got a leak. What happened was, I did the forks a year ago. I changed the fork oil a year ago, but I put the whole quart in there. Do not do that. There's no room for combustion to occur. What I mean by combustion is viscosity, velocity, play, suspension. So the tire in the front seemed flat to me every time I go over a speed bump. What happened there was I felt like I had a flat tire, and that's because there was no play in the suspension because of the too much oil that I did. I went over the viscosity. Although I stayed in the velocity, I used 4-key special from Harley Davidson OEM. I didn't use ATF. So I'm dripping. Very few drips here and there, but that adds up. And I don't want to have too much or too little in one or the other and then create a death. Wow. So make sure that you have the amount in ounces, not quart. 11 to 12. Don't go 15, 14, and 16 like I did. Right now, I should have 12 in each, even. That will tell when I take it out on the road, when I fix this leak. So that's it for my video today. There's going to be another video putting everything back on, and hopefully later on I can get you another video taking out the stem, Allen bolt, which is torqued to inch-pounds and then foot-pounds. No, foot-pounds and then to inch-pounds. 28 foot-pounds and then 98 inch-pounds. Which I say is about the same if you measure 12. That's got to do the math on that. I'm not quite sure, but those are the specs. More or less they're the same. I already torqued it once. I'm just going to torque it again once more. Always use blue Loctite to any exterior part, because those are the ones you get to at most. Interior wise, because you can't get to it so often, use red Loctite, unless otherwise stated by your manual. Check your forms if you have no manual, or download PDF. There's tons of information out there now. When I bought this bike, I was just psyched on the fact that this YouTube channel and this could happen. And since I'm a motorcycle repairman, I can do my own motorcycle repairs on my own Harley Davidson instead of going to MMI, paying 11 G's to go to Harley Davidson as I wanted to. That's another story. A lot of people beat me to it. That's alright. I'm not gonna hate. I love you all, guys, subscribers or not. You're my motivation. That's why I'm with my YouTube channel. Maybe you can watch me motivate yourself and do reach my goals before me. I would only cheer you on because you got the opportunity and I didn't. So without being further ado, till my next video, thanks for watching.